Okay. And then right now, so is it kind of just, are you struggling with finding food to bring to campus? Because I know, like, are you wanting to like keep eating your salads, or is it mostly just the aspect of finding time to eat on campus and like actually sitting down and getting food
It's
in?
mostly that,
Okay.
just the time. Campus parking is always kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because of my drive, I spend so much money in gas, so the last thing I like do when I get up to school is to pay for parking. So on days that I have like a 1 or 2 hour gap in between classes, while in the beginning I was always able to get some homework done, eat my entire prepped stuff that I brought to school that day,
Yeah.
and then be able to move my car from one 2 hour position to another.
Okay.
And now there's just so much density in the amount of work that we have to do,
Yeah.
and I'm still having to like take care of the car situation, that instead of sitting down and doing homework and eating at the same time, I solely focus on just getting the assignment done.
Okay. Yeah, that's I can see why that would be a tough situation and why you would feel a little bit
because there's
stressed
deadlines,
about that.
that you've got to meet, and I've got to meet them.
Yeah. Do you see yourself having any time throughout the time that you get to campus and the time that you go home? Is there any point where you think you could have like even just 20 minutes to sit down and eat your lunch?
Yeah, I mean, like in a sad little way, sometimes I'll just sit in my car for the first 1 hour gap that I have on like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I'll just eat one of my first salads right then and there. But then I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, what assignment could I have knocked out in that time? But sometimes I do get so hungry that drinking so much water is no longer like tricking myself into thinking I'm eating, and I start to get a little cranky and frustrated and stressed out.
That makes sense. Do you think that you'd be able to focus better if you were able to eat a full lunch and like set aside that time and then just focused on your homework and assignments after you ate lunch?
Potentially that's a really good point.
Okay.
If I'm not eating and it's causing more stress because potentially I'm just cranky from not eating, then maybe if I just give myself like you said, 10-15 minutes a day to eat a meal, then I can maybe potentially avoid that situation altogether.
Do you think that that's like too much time or too little of time to?
I think it's an adequate amount of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to kind of, how do you feel about starting there and kind of just focusing on that? Is that
I think that's a very achievable task. I think I can do that is much more than cooking multiple meals a week.
Yeah, and then maybe once your spring break comes around, we can revisit the cooking and enjoyment aspect, but then right now just kind of focus on this. Do you want to start, so just each day that you get onto campus, kind of just setting aside 20 minutes, you can go eat in your car if you find time to eat on campus, just rolling with that?
Yeah, I think that would be the most doable thing I can pull off right now. So I would definitely, I'm very like motivated and willing to start there. Start over.
Well, and I feel like if that feels achievable for you and if that feels like something that you can manage, how about we start there and then we can see where you're at the next time we visit and kind of go from there. How does that sound?
I think that sounds really nice.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, I'll wrap up and let me know if you need anything. And